Okay, Herb, let's see what we got going here. I'm trying a different software and upload system until they get this bug worked out from tech support. I'm going into using a different software with YouTube. So let's take a look at what you got. Yeah, remember these days, that's for sure. Like I said, I've been a licensed captain for over 20 years in the Jersey coast and everything. And then I went down to Virginia, Smith Mountain Lake, and a bunch of other places. So let's see what we got. We got some good shots, good coverage. Always try and get more faces though. The more faces, the better. This is a good shot. Got a little profile here and a full on face there. Um, I would probably crop a little bit more. You got the guy's back here. That's one thing. Probably just crop right in here. That way you have a usable picture with the image, the fish, and closed in. We don't need all that water. Just nice right here to crop. And you got this person out of there. Okay, so I'm just going down the line. There's going to be the selection that you have. I've seen a couple already that I would have used. But again, as we're looking here, here we got some good faces, but her arm's blocking her face. This one's not too bad. The rod here, if you're going to do something like this, maybe bring the rod into the corner so you have a rod going all the way up like that, or the boat. Yeah, I like the way you have the angle on this one. Not too bad, but you can always use them as elements, as graphic elements, like coming in from the right at the bottom corner. Your last submissions were 100% landscape mode, and now at least we have them worked in horizontal and portrait mode, which I'm good to see. Okay, the landscape and portrait is a good mix. You always want to have that available to yourself. Here's a good shot. Got that, got her hands, got her face, got the action and the tools of the trade. Very hard. A lot of people forget that. They just get the face, the hands sometimes, but here we got the tools of the trade up here. She's getting the lines and the rods and everything ready. Okay, so it's a good shot. Maybe just a little bit, use Photoshop, come in here and just lighten this up just a little bit. Okay, just a little tiny bit in there. I probably also crop down. I don't really need that rope in here the way it's done. I probably crop that out as well. We don't need the chart in here either. I probably just concentrate on her. That way we don't need that in there. But otherwise, not too bad. I like that. Here, what has happened, I know the hands are exposed perfectly. Okay, that is what you want. That's what we wanted. Had you had used a spot meter or center weight and zeroed in on here on the face, this would have been way overexposed. Okay, so it's good that you did this, but we're still way underexposed under here. So now that you've done this, you've exposed correctly for that, go in, use the dodge tool and block some of this out, open these up, open these areas. Just use it. You don't need to open the hats or anything, but under here, the face and everything, you want to open this area up, and you might even open just a little bit in the shadow area. That way it kind of has a better balance between the two. I'm just going to see here. Okay, but otherwise it's not too bad of a shot. I do like the way it looks, but you do need, the problem is we only have half of her in here. It would have been nice to get some eyes of her in there as well, or maybe interacting with her, holding the rod, something like that. We can see that she's putting the bait on there, but if you're going to show the bait being onto the hook, make sure you make it a little clearer, maybe a shot from this angle here. You didn't really have too much to go because you're already on the gunnel, so there's nowhere to hang out, and I can see you're trying to hang over the boat now to get that shot, so you don't have far to go. So you did what you could. Maybe next time choose a different shot, but here you can see that tail. You know she's baiting the hook. People didn't know this or what's going on. They would have no idea what's in her hands or what she's trying to do, and it's very difficult to explain when you're not there. I happen to know what it is, but other people are going to be wondering what is going on here. So this is some of the things you may want to look at while you're shooting. Let's see if there's anything in here. That's the shot you ended up using. See if there's anything else that I probably would have chosen. This is not a bad shot. Got the very happy customer here, but she's blocking her own face, so that makes it difficult. This is a nice action shot, throwing a fish in the boat. She gaffed it in. Got the person in the background, but it's still a nice shot. You have some other shots that could be usable. This was, like I said, if I were you, I would crop this right in here, right down to here. You don't need all the bottom here, and you don't need all that top, but this is a good shot, and I would crop this, and I would actually use this over the one down here. Okay, I'd probably use that one up there. So give it a shot, see how it works out for you. Otherwise, you did good with this. I see your ISO, you're at 500th of a second, here at 1/200th of a second, and I just want to make sure that you understand when you're shooting, if you have a 100mm lens, you want to have the shutter at least 1/100th of a second. If you have a 50mm lens, 1/100th of a second. 100mm lens, 1/200th of a second. What you want to do is double the shutter speed to the lens length. So if you have a 100mm lens, it's 1/200th. A 400mm lens, 1/800th of a second. What you're doing is taking the equation of camera shake out. Okay, if you double the shutter for the length of the lens, you remove camera shake. Okay, if you don't have a image stabilization, stuff like that. I have it. I still use the doubling of the shutter speed to keep camera shake out of my equation at all times. All right, so this is just another little tip. Good job on this.